Okay, so it looks like all of you are acclimating to Canvas and our course shell very well. Um, I encourage you to continue to look through the course materials and just get comfortable with the course outline. And remember that we're taking 16 weeks of a 4,000 level course and we're jamming it into 6 weeks, which is pretty crazy. We'll be able to manage, but like I said, don't get too frustrated. I'm trying to spread everything out as well as I can. And if I see something that needs to be spread out further, I'll go back in and try to change that. But like I said, just remember we've got a lot of work to do, a lot of activities to complete over a very short period of time. So we'll have to stay organized and focused and sort of on top of things, right? So just like I said, log into Canvas all the time, right? Just sort of stay on track of everything, read over materials, try to get ahead where you can. And like I said, just don't get too frustrated. So I'm primarily making this video today to talk about two of the major projects, the web audit and the web page collaboration. I'll start with the web audit, which I think is relatively self-explanatory, especially after you read Halverson's chapters. That's why I had you go ahead and start off by reading the first part of her book, just so you can get an idea of the layout and the framework of the web audit project. And I've also broken it up into several steps, right? Those steps are designed to essentially extract data and information and ideas and comments about key parts of the web audit that you'll need to draft up more formally at the end of the semester, right? So at the end of the semester, we're going to write up this more formal web audit, but we're going to slowly get there, and we're going to help each other get there, and that's what some of these steps are designed to do. When it comes to picking the web page, then counting up the total pages, examining the findability of information, the usability of information, um, things like that. We're going to help each other sort of generate quite a bit of data and interpretation and ideas for the formal web audit, and start to think of the web audit as an actual marketable skill, right? There's lots of people that make a pretty good living web auditing companies, right? So let's just say hypothetically Publix wanted a web audit for their website, right? They wanted to know whether or not it was working, how it was working, what's going on with it. You could easily, follow this type of format and generate a formal web audit report, right, and charge a particular consultation fee, whatever. But these are definitely really good skills, not only to have, right, as a sort of marketable graduating college student soon, but also just as a rhetorical thinker, a critical thinker, learning more about how digital texts work, why they work, understanding that every single digital text has a sort of coding layer underneath, right? There's always a set of code operating underneath the user face that impacts how we interact in these particular digital writing environments, right? And that's going to be important to think about all semester. So also our group website, that's pretty interesting. I hope you've had a chance to look that over. That's actually a website that's been completely created by students. I think 3 classes have contributed to that particular website, so over 75 students have actually added something to that website, right? And you're going to be the next group to do so. So the idea is to eventually get that website so polished, so curated, so perfect that we can add it to our department's website as an actual legitimate resource for this course. And as you can see, it's getting closer. The very first run, it was really rough, right? We just wanted to get something up, and then over time, right, you can see how collaboration and building on what other people leave behind starts to create this very fine, polished product, right? So your goal, and I've already put you in groups, and I've encouraged you to actually start to introduce yourselves next week to your group members. Um, your goal is to think of a way to contribute to the website as a group, right? So do we need a new page? Is there an existing page in the website now, like sticky content, or the resource page, or whatever it may be, that needs to be polished, that needs more information, more content? Maybe they have a good start, but the next step is to go back in and take what they have and to make it actually better, clearer, crisper. Or is there a particular page, an idea, a theory, a concept that we're completely missing when studying writing in digital writing environments that needs to go into that website? So those are things that you can start to think about for the group website contribution, right? So you and your group are going to need to organize yourselves, right? Figure out who's best at what, right? Maybe one of you is better at coding and that person can be in charge of like the quality control of that, right? Maybe one of you is better at thinking of like, media text that you could use to create your own content to add to the website or add to your new web page. But whatever it may be, once you figure out, what you want to do, you need to figure out some sort of organization process for your group, right? But the whole goal is to start thinking about what can we add to the website, what needs to be added. Once again, you don't necessarily have to add something original. You could work off an existing page that is good, but needs to be curated, needs to be polished. There needs to be more research added to the page. There needs to be more information. The structure, the design, the layout needs to be improved. Anything like that. And you'll get an opportunity to argue or present your idea for your contribution in the first web page outline proposal, and I'll take a look at what your ideas are. And, give you some really detailed suggestions about those. But for the time being, just start to think. What can we do? What's interesting? Maybe go look over the course website really carefully, and I think also looking over the website will help you learn more about digital writing environments, since there's quite a few key concepts and theories that are obviously related to the course. So I'll try to shoot out videos here from time to time to help clarify certain pieces of information. So like I said, keep up the good work. Keep looking through Canvas and get familiar with the course outline, the course shell. If you have any specific questions that the course material can't answer, right, feel free to shoot me an email. I'm happy to respond to you. Otherwise, I'll see you online, and like I said, I'll send out another video here shortly when I feel like we need to get some clarity on some particular ideas. All right, have a good week. Talk to you soon.